Hey everyone, New Buster Green here, and today is a great day for some reason. I finally got my 500th subscriber! So now I just need 500 more subscribers. Halfway there, baby. And this week in GBM, things are so freaking good. A ton of random stuff is happening this week, and there's so much to go over that I'm not sure where to begin. So today is the 1.5 year anniversary of the game, and for whatever reason that includes some random extra bonuses, and they're a little crazy. So first things first, the newest, biggest thing that's going to affect everyone is the new Hashmal multiplayer raid battle. So fighting the Hashmal, a little weird. So first things first, the Hashmal is very weak to physical weapons. So do not use your beam weapons on it. They're not going to hurt that bad. But if you take your physical weapons, then it's basically a pushover on every single difficulty until you reach extreme difficulty. But on extreme difficulty, it turns into a total nightmare. Now, me and my team, we barely beat it with a very powerful 3-man team, and it took almost the entire 5 minutes. But from what we gather, you seem to need a very, very well-balanced team to deal with this son of a bitch. I guess the plan with the Hashmal is that you're supposed to coordinate a multiplayer team to take on specific roles and kill it. And yeah, that's kind of suffering. With all this multiplayer raiding going on, my clan is now in the top 800 slots, and we finally filled all 15 player slots. So if you didn't manage to get into my clan, well, I fully plan on booting anyone who's inactive in my clan for at least a couple of weeks, you know? So anyway, besides the Hashmal being the most exciting thing, there are some other interesting things going on. So let's go over the pulls for the week. The weekly pull suit this week is the Full Armor 7th Gundam from literally the best PS3 Gundam game ever, Gundam 0081, which criminally was never released in the US, even though so many other garbage PS3 games were. So if you've never played this game, this suit was entirely created for a single on-rail shooter level near the end of it. Otherwise, it's basically just another Full Armor Gundam, but it looks really cool. I got lucky enough to get the torso, the head, and the beam rifle with my pulls. Also, in other super cool but also super frustrating news, the Suzabi and the Full Armor Hainu are suddenly up for alteration this week. And that's driving me insane because number one, those are literally some of the best suits in the game. But number two, I've already maxed out the Full Armor Hainu because it's like literally the best suit for Switch mode missions. But number three, I'm freaking out of alteration tools because I wasted them all. So I was barely able to alter the Suzabi's beam saber and the Hainu's beam rifle, which are the absolute best parts for those suits if you need to alter something. I also managed to alter the Hainu's arms, which seem to have the best stats as far as I can figure. But damn it, I want to alter the rest of the suit. Well, that's going to be impossible unless I figure out a way to get more alteration tools, so here I am again. Also, in another big item of the news, there are these random ultra exclusive capsules, and these things are a very questionable ripoff. So it took me some time to figure out exactly how they work, but there's this anniversary package in the paid items category where you have to spend $40 and you get a bunch of junk, about 1 free spin of Haros, but the most important thing in all this junk is you get 10 completely random gold exclusive capsules, plus 1 pick whatever you want item in the game as, a bonus. Now, I'm extremely annoyed by this, and I'm going to at first say that it's not worth it unless you have the money to blow, or you're absolutely desperate to finish off a suit that you're just not going to see otherwise. I myself am heavily annoyed that I've never pulled the Phoenix head, but am I going to drop $40 just for a guarantee to get it? I don't know. Now, on the other hand, it is a guaranteed 10 Sokai parts, plus 1 part you do need, or you do want. So, I mean, it's up to you to figure it out. If you have the money, go for it. Otherwise, well, I don't know. I'm just really annoyed by this whole thing, because it feels like they're just outright selling shit to you now. Anyway, continuing down the line of new events, the funnest thing happening this week is that the GPO4 Gerbera Gundam is finally in the game, and that is one of my favorite designs ever. Look how fucking sick it looks in black. Now, the Gerbera is a pretty whatever unit in the game. It looks cooler than it actually is. It has a couple of good parts that would be okay if you're trying to build a Federation type sniper unit. It's definitely a shooter. And yeah, that's a role that it usually does in video games where it shows out. But in Gundam Breaker right now, it's very outclassed by a bunch of better options. However, in the weird talking point of the week, so the Gerbera is unlocked in this new story event mission, and the story event mission is a little bit weird. So what happens in the story this week is Sana shows up in your room, it's New Year's Day, and she forces you to go on a date/Buddhist traditional New Year's ceremony. And then after that, you guys go to the mall and you pick up the GPO-4 and everyone totally sees you and it's awkward. But the weird part about that is, because I guess since this game can't outright say what the main character's religions are or that they're Buddhist, or it can't really pay attention to one religion over another, it instead says that they went and they prayed to a Gundam statue and therefore the Gundam was their religion. Which, okay, that's an unusual choice.
What?
Gundam.
Oh, right. The Hollywood cult.
It's not a cult. It's a religion.
Then again, maybe it's not that unusual. I mean, I guess it's happened before, but man, it's weird. Anyway, that's this week in Gundam Breaker Mobile, so how about that? Like and subscribe, people. I'm out. Later!